Hey everyone, and welcome. In today's economy, everything feels like it's shifting, right? So, what does a truly stable, high-paying career actually look like for 2025? Today, we're going beyond just the big salary numbers to figure out which jobs are genuinely built to last.
So, let me ask you straight up. Is your career built to last? I mean, it doesn't matter if you're fresh out of college or you've been in your field for 20 years. That's the question on pretty much everyone's mind right now.
And, there's a good reason for that anxiety. This quote from the Hunter blog really just hits the nail on the head. Layoffs are no longer rare events, and industries once seen as solid are proving surprisingly fragile. That feeling, that uncertainty, is exactly why we're digging into this today.
Which brings us to our first big topic: how to manage your career when the economy feels so shaky. And the key question here is, what really makes a job recession-proof? Because let's be honest, in 2025, it's not just about a high salary anymore. It's about being able to earn that salary consistently, even when things get a little rough.
So, what are we actually talking about when we say recession-proof? Well, think of it this way. It's a career that people always need, no matter what the stock market is doing. We're talking about things like healthcare, food, basic utilities. You get the idea. It's almost like having a built-in safety net that protects your income and gives you some real, genuine stability. These super secure jobs, they all share a few key ingredients. First, they almost always provide an essential service, something people can't do without. And they exist in an adaptable industry that can weather change. Then you mix in some high-value, modern skills. The result, that perfect combination of long-term stability and, yes, a great income.
Okay, now for the main event. The great debate, the big showdown, tech versus finance. For decades now, these have been the two titans of high-paying careers. But picking between them really comes down to a fundamental question. Are you just chasing that big, immediate paycheck, or are you trying to build long-term wealth and a life you actually enjoy?
First up, let's talk about the vibe, the culture, because as you can see here, they are literally worlds apart. Finance is your classic buttoned-up, formal, hierarchical world. Lots of pressure, not a lot of flexibility. Tech? Well, it's pretty much the opposite. It's known for being casual, collaborative, and a place where new ideas are everything. All right, let's really break this table down, because the details here tell a fascinating story. Finance, man. It dangles that huge upfront pay with massive bonuses. But the price you pay? A grueling 70, sometimes 90-hour work week. Ugh. Tech, on the other hand, is playing the long game. The base salary is really competitive, for sure, but the real wealth builder is the equity, getting to own a piece of the company. And you get that with a much more sustainable 40 or 50-hour week. And look at the entry barriers, too. Finance has traditionally been guarded by elite degrees and networks, while tech's constant hunger for new talent makes it way more open to people with proven skills, maybe from a coding bootcamp. And this quote from a Reddit user who actually made the switch to a tech finance role, it says everything. I now work 20 hours a week when I used to work 60. Make less, but who cares? That just perfectly captures the trade-off, doesn't it? It's about more than just the money. It's about your quality of life. Now let's pivot to another absolute powerhouse of high-paying, essential careers: medicine. This is the field where rock-solid stability meets some truly staggering salaries. Okay, just take a second and look at this number. The average annual salary for a neurosurgeon in the U.S. is nearly $750,000. It's just a mind-boggling figure, but it reflects over a decade of incredibly intense, specialized training and, of course, the unbelievably high-stakes nature of their work. And neurosurgery isn't some crazy outlier. I mean, look at this. Other surgical specialties like thoracic and orthopedic surgery, they're also clearing well over $600,000 a year on average. And even non-surgical fields like cardiology are deep into the high six figures. The earning potential is just immense. But, and this is a really big but, here's the other side of the coin. That incredible income can come at a serious cost. This chart shows the highest burnout rates by specialty. Emergency medicine is at the top, with a staggering 63%. It's a vital reminder that a huge salary doesn't automatically make a career sustainable if the job itself isn't sustainable for you.
Okay, we've talked about careers that require more than a decade of school. Now let's switch gears completely and explore a totally different path, earning six figures without a four-year degree. This is where specialized skills really, truly pay the bills.
Get this, the median salary for an air traffic controller is over $144,000. And the path to get there, it doesn't require a bachelor's degree. It's an associate's degree, followed by some intense, specialized training from the FAA. It's a perfect example of a high-stakes, high-reward job where your specific skills are valued way more than a traditional diploma.
And as this shows, it's not just a one-off thing. Think about the level of responsibility for a nuclear power reactor operator or a commercial pilot. That's why they command six-figure salaries. Even elevator installers, which is a super specialized and often unionized trade, earn well over $100,000. These careers are built on rigorous training, apprenticeships, and licenses, not a university campus.
So let's bring this all home. In our final section, we're going to turn all this information into a practical, usable plan to help you future-proof your career path for 2025 and all the years to come.
Okay, here are 3 things you can literally start doing right now. First, invest in high-impact learning. Focus on certifications in booming fields like cybersecurity. That makes you immediately valuable. Second, tweak your resume. Tailor it to highlight skills like adaptability, because that's exactly what employers in stable industries are desperately looking for. And third, and this is simple but crucial, track your opportunities. Use a system, any system, to stay organized so you never miss a chance to make that next big move.
So, we'll leave you with this final thought. At the end of the day, the right career isn't just about finding a job. It's about building a future that actually aligns with your goals for income, for stability, and for, just being happy. So, the real question is, have you started building yours?